A match for 10,000 enemies, Dongfang Bubai, the fourth-generation leader of the Sun-Moon divine cult, was hailed as the heavenly enlightened warrior. His prowess, a divine bestowment combining incredible intelligence and martial skill, rivaled that of 10,000 warriors. Under his command, the power of the Sun-Moon divine cult was said to be capable of splitting mountains, filling oceans, and even collapsing the sky, an assertion neither metaphor nor exaggeration. However, on the day when Dongfang Bubai stood on the brink of unifying the entire world, fate dealt a harsh blow. A large-scale surprise attack orchestrated by the rebelling alliance of orthodox sects disrupted his grand ambitions. The question lingered. Was it a fatal mistake to dispatch all his troops, a strategic move intended to force surrender from his adversaries? The air was thick with uncertainty as Dongfang Bubai grappled with the consequences of his decisions. The battlefield, once a canvas for his grand conquest, now bore witness to the clash of forces, the outcome hanging in the balance of a fateful day that would shape the destiny of nations. In the heart of the battlefield, Dongfang Bubai's sword cut through the air with lethal precision, leaving a trail of blood in its wake. The chaos of war surrounded him, and in the midst of the grim tableau, he sat upon his elbow, a dark figure commanding the attention of other soldiers. A chilling laughter escaped his lips, echoing amidst the clash of steel and the cries of the wounded. "Ha ha ha ha," he sneered, his eyes gleaming with a malevolent. "It wasn't that long ago," Dongfang Bubai declared, his voice cutting through the cacophony of battle. "When you bastards groveled beneath my feet and my 100,000-strong forces were stationed here." Leaning forward, he surveyed the scene before him, a twisted amusement playing on his lips. "Is this the Zhangli's code of virtue that you orthodox sects bastards babble so much about?" he mocked. "This bastard is still moving." With a swift motion, Dongfang Bubai retrieved his sword from its cover, the metal gleaming ominously in the dim light. "For setting your dirty feet on the Grand Jatiite Temple, the sacred site of our cult," he continued, his words dripping with menace, "you shall pay the price." The air thickened with tension as the soldiers around him braced themselves for the impending clash, the outcome hanging in the balance on the precipice of a war-torn landscape. Dongfang Bubai, his sword drawn with determination, proclaimed, "I will make you pay." The injured samurai-like soldiers stared in disbelief, one of them muttering about the astonishing appearance of a man who seemed almost 80 years old. "Is that really the face of someone who is almost 80? They questioned in awe, observing Dongfang Bubai with a mixture of shock and disbelief. The phrase "Heaven's Pivot" was inscribed on his sword, eliciting ridicule from the samurai soldiers who marveled at the supposed melting of the world's famous sword. "Good heavens! How can the world's famous sword be melted so easily?" one of them exclaimed. Another, identified as Mount Huashan's first disciple, Linghu Jong, expressed concern for his severe internal injuries and the loss of his beloved sword. However, Linghu Jong reassured them, stating, "Please rest assured, my sword technique isn't picky about weapons." With determination, he turned to Dongfang Bubai and declared, "Dongfang Bubai. This is the end of your heinous deeds." Dongfang Bubai responded casually, "Bubai, huh?" The challenger, Linghu Jong, accused him of attacking numerous major and minor sects, killing righteous warriors, and causing great chaos in the world. Linghu Jong added, "Even if it's for a single day, we can't live under the same heaven." Dongfang Bubai retorted, "With your vile demonic cult that has caused great chaos in the world." When the challenger questioned him about shouldering the heavens, Dongfang Bubai responded cryptically, "Who is the one who shoulders the heavens?" Linghu Jong, irritated, asked if Dongfang Bubai was seriously indulging in wordplay at that moment. Dongfang Bubai continued, referencing the great Mongol, the founder of a powerful empire, and claimed responsibility for overthrowing the Yuan dynasty. The mention of a curse, a painful death for those affected, and Dongfang Bubai positioning himself as the absolute existence to rely on and obey, hung heavy in the air. As Dongfang Bubai declared his supremacy, a curse that could inflict a more agonizing death on those affected if they didn't end their lives quickly, a colossal voice rang out, causing the opponents to clutch their ears in agony. Blood flowed from their ears, a gruesome testament to the power and impact of Dongfang Bubai's words. In the midst of the violent clash, the scent of blood permeated the air as opponents turned aggressors, turning the battleground into a gruesome bloodbath with crimson stains all around. Linghu Jong, once a formidable warrior, now found himself immobilized, weakly uttering, I can't move my body." A guttural sound escaped him, followed by a painful gasp. Dongfu Bubai, a sinister figure amidst the chaos, posed a chilling question, "Do you know why I spared you?" Linghu, despite his predicament, defied his assailant, retorting with a weak yet defiant, "Shut your mouth, you demon." Tears welled in Linghu's eyes, and blood flowed from his mouth as he proclaimed, "You will never lay hands on the greatest secret manuals of our sect." A brutal strike interrupted their exchange, prompting Dongfu Bubai to challenge Linghu's assumptions. "You think I did this because of those stinky books?" Linghu, struggling to form words, stammered, then?" In response, Dongfu Bubai, with an air of nonchalance, revealed a chilling truth, "I did it because it just happened to suit my taste." Linghu, bewildered, inquired. Dongfu Bubai then unveiled his true face, correcting, "Your face, I mean." Linghu, astonished, asked, "My face?" Dongfu continued cryptically, "Now, then." In the end, Linghu lay defeated, unable to even reach the tips of Dongfu's toes. Dongfu, addressing someone named Yaren, expressed a haunting remorse, "Yaren, my dear, my child, I wanted to teach him martial arts after his birth so that he could rebuild our great Mount Hua sect, destroyed by that demon, but everything is but a dream. I'm sorry." Linghu, sprawled on the floor, questioned in despair, "Why? Why in the world?" The narrative then introduced Linghu as the Invincible of the East, the first disciple of the exterminated Mount Hua sect, and detailed the profound impact of the death of the demonic cult leader on the martial arts world. The era of the Ming dynasty dawned, symbolizing a desire to dispel the darkness cast by the Yuan dynasty and become the sun in the sky, a poignant chapter in the tumultuous history of the Murim. In a chilling scene, a person lay bound, male figure standing nearby remarked, "As expected, you must be scared." Another man, addressing the bound individual, spoke with a peculiar calmness, "Since ancient times, it's sad that one receives their body, hair, and skin from parents. Not daring to damage them is the beginning of filial piety." The restrained person interrupted, expressing a defiant perspective, "And it's not like I lost a limb in the war for our." The man, seemingly unfazed, continued, "It's just that I wanted to cut off the most important thing of a man of my own accord." "By his own accord?" The bound individual questioned, and the man clarified, "I know there are people like me in your dynasty." The man, holding a cutter, stated matter-of-factly, "Since you have been brought here, there's no other way." He advised, "This can be considered fate, so it's best just to think about your future life." The man added, "Now you will become a proper eunuch." The restrained person cried out in anguish, and the man commented eerily, "In this old man's opinion, it looks like you will be able to make quite a name for yourself." The scene abruptly cut, and a new scenario unfolded with a person waking up with a strained urge. This was the same person who had been laid on the bench in the previous scene, where another man had severed a part of his body. The person questioned, "How many times have I had this damned dream?" And pondered, "I heard some people are taught the ultimate secret skills in their dreams, so why am I the only one who keeps having this dream?" Repeating the inquiry, the person wondered if someone had placed a curse. A voice addressed him as Linghu Jong, and the person recognized it with an ah. The reply came bluntly, "Is it so hard to sleep quietly? You useless bastard." The speaker, identified as eldest disciple of reinstituting Mount Hua sect, Y. Seong, admonished the person for causing a ruckus. Apologizing, the person referred to as the boy received a dismissive response from Y. Seong. The boy internally reflected on Y. Seong's treatment, considering the harshness and frequent mentions of his deceased father. The boy questioned why the eldest brother picked on him, and the man pondered why he was the target of such treatment. The narrative shifted to the boy contemplating his ordinary family background and his upcoming birthday. The boy's thoughts delved into the historical context, mentioning Emperor Hongwu and the events surrounding the great hero Linghu Tian's legacy and the reinstitution of the Mount Hua sect. The scene transitioned to a master instructing the youngest to stay behind for a moment, prompting speculation from others about the events of the previous day. In the tranquil courtyard of the Mount Hua sect, Master Chiang Yim presided over his disciples, guiding them through the intricate art of martial cultivation. The air was heavy with anticipation as the students observed Linghu Jong, a talented yet humble young disciple, practicing the six harmonies art. As Jong flawlessly executed the Kai center alignment, his fellow disciples couldn't help but marvel at his skill. Whispers of admiration circulated among them, acknowledging his prowess. The atmosphere, once burdened with the seriousness of their training, began to shift as the onlookers found reason to cheer up. One disciple, watching Jong with a mix of envy and gratitude, remarked to a younger boy, "The first senior brother is probably doing this for your sake." The boy, grateful for the guidance, responded with a heartfelt, "Thank you, senior brother." Even as the disciples marveled at Jong's exceptional skills, they couldn't help but appreciate his kindness. Linghu Jong, however, wrestled with his own insecurities, silently expressing his jealousy for his talented senior. Master Chiang Yim, ever perceptive, sensed Jeong's internal struggles and questioned him about the nightmares that plagued his sleep. Jeong hesitated, torn between revealing his vulnerability and maintaining his pride. In the end, fearing judgment, Jeong chose to keep his troubles to himself, prompting a frustrated response from the master. The exchange left Jeong pondering the weight of being labeled an idiot by his esteemed teacher. Master Chiang Yim, reflecting on the struggles of the Mount Hua sect, emphasized the need for strength in the harsh world they inhabited. He urged Jeong to become stronger, highlighting the importance of inner Kai cultivation. As the disciples prepared for the afternoon sparring session, Master Chiang Yim announced a change in plans. Instead of sparring, they would focus on the Six Harmonies art, the foundational technique of the Mount Hua sect. Some grumbled about the perceived dullness of the training, but Master Chiang Yim emphasized its importance for purifying the mind and body. The scene shifted to the disciples practicing the art in a yoga-like condition, guided by the master's instructions. Amidst a concentration, the master scolded one trainee for inadequate training, humorously likening him to a monkey imitating a human. Jeong, however, drew the master's praise for his impeccable performance, showcasing a perfect circulation of Kai without any obstacles. The master acknowledged Jeong's progress and expressed a desire for more strong individuals within their sect. The narrative concluded with Linghu Jong, embodying the essence of the Six Harmonies art, performing a step that captured the attention and admiration of everyone present. The onlookers marveled at his skill, pondering the potential for growth in each disciple, regardless of their initial talent. Linghu Jong was found in a state of deep solitude, pushing the boundaries of his abilities. His master, noticing this, called out to him, "Linghu Jong, stop." A junior boy, taken aback, could only utter, "Eh?" as the others watched in disbelief. The spectators, their tempers flaring, demanded, "What was that? How did you do that?" Linghu Jong, bewildered, responded, What did I do?" One of his colleagues exclaimed, "You just performed the Six Harmonies art perfectly." Linghu, stuttering in surprise, could only say, I did it perfectly." His words echoed around him, filled with awe and wonder. The master, however, was not pleased. "Stand up properly, Acryl," he commanded. The boy, confused, could only respond with, "Pardon?" The others, their anger palpable, watched as the master slapped Acryl. Acryl, shocked, managed to utter, eldest brother." The master, his voice seething with rage, called him an arrogant bastard. "Do you think the 5x Harmonies art is some third-rate martial art you brats can perfect?" The master roared. "Even though it's the most basic art of all, are you looking down on it right now?" With that, the master gathered the trainees once more and began to guide them. Two trainees began to argue. "Acryl, hold it in," one said. "I don't want to." "I'm going home," Acryl retorted. Another trainee chimed in, "Acryl, you won't be able to go far anyway." Acryl could only respond with a choked "Cuke." One trainee pointed out, "That's right. Your house isn't within walking distance." A senior trainee tried to console Acryl, "Acryl, we all know it's not your fault. I would have also found it unfair if it had been me." He further advised, "Still, it looks like the eldest brother hates the word perfection. Let's be careful next time." Two trainees were discussing among themselves. "Anyway, wasn't Jeong just amazing?" One asked. "Yeah, he was incredible," the other agreed. They turned to Jeong, Linghu Jong. "How on earth did you do it?" They pleaded, "Don't be like that and tell us." Jeong, however, had no answers. I really don't remember anything," one trainee, frustrated, retorted, "That's impossible, you punk. How can you not remember such an important thing?" Jeong could only respond with, "I just can't. TCH, whatever. If you don't want to say it, just say so." One of them snapped. Linghu defended himself, "It's not like I'm lying to my seniors, since it's true that I lost my mind while breathing as the eldest brother told me to, but before I came to my senses." Linghu Jong was in a state of confusion. "I don't know what position I was in or why I was sitting there, but it was definitely me." He could still hear the chants ringing in his ears, "Long live Jang unification. Long live the Sun Moon." The master stood before his own master, "No Saiyan. If you had been a second late, that child would have been in big trouble." Saiyan acknowledged, "Yes master." Saiyan commended him, "You saved Jeong, that kid's life today." Saiyan explained the concept of Kai center. A person's Kai center isn't simply a cup, and one's inner Kai isn't simply water. No matter how much water you gently pour in, The cup will not break, however, if your Kai center is rapidly inundated, it will shatter. When the inner Kai overflowing from the broken Kai center envelops the whole body and goes berserk. That's what leads to the state of Kai deviation. Seiyin was puzzled. It was the six harmonies art, not just any martial arts. How could someone fall into a state of Kai deviation while training the most basic cultivation technique? That's no different from riding a foal, but making it run like a red hare? In order for that to be possible, one should possess the same level of inner Kai as a sect leader. Of course, at that point, one's Kai center would be as deep as an abyss, so there's no way it could be overflowed by inner Kai. The master confessed, unfortunately, Jiang was born with an extremely small Kai center, so let alone a martial artist, it's hard to compare him even to a normal person. The fact that someone like him was able to achieve so much today, does that mean that he has some kind of a hidden secret? Seiyin had a sudden realization. Could it be that he, the master, revealed, Seong, I once made an oath with that child's mother. I told her that I will protect him from the demonic cultists, no matter what happens. However, what's gonna happen after my death? With how weak he is right now, if he keeps stepping into this world, let alone the demonic cult, he will die after being exploited by the 9 great sects, one great union. If we leave him as he is, it'll be no different from watching him die. The master protested, but Seiyin made a decision, let's just let him go. Those bastards will definitely not touch someone who has left the Murim. There must be a world better suited to that child. I know it would be hard for you to tell him that, considering how much you have cared for him as your junior brother. I guess it would be better for me to do that myself. The junior master offered, no master. Please allow me to do it myself. Seiyin agreed, alright, do as you see fit. He then asked, by the way, tomorrow's event will go as planned, right? The master confirmed, of course, master. Then, I will take my leave. The next day, the master addressed the trainees, did everyone sleep well? Today is the comprehensive evaluation day, which takes place once a year. I hope you can use the skills you've been honing in our sect until now to your heart's content. The master wished everyone good luck. The trainees thanked him, especially the eldest brother. The master then asked Jiang to stay behind, which made Jiang uneasy. The other trainees started murmuring among themselves. Again, one said, seriously, he's a demon. A person on a horse was reminiscing about the great hero Linghu Jong. I could only watch him from afar when I was young, he said. Even when he left for the faraway land, where the demonic cult's Grand Jatiite temple was located, he was able to remain calm and greet everyone with a smile. That strong spirit and noble dignity. A boy in old clothes was watching, even with my young, inexperienced eyes, I could feel it. However, he wondered how the bloodline of such a noble person could be born with such a small Kai center. Jiang was puzzled, what the? Why is he so quiet today? He said to the master, there's not much time left until the comprehensive evaluation begins, though could it be that he is going to teach me some kind of secret plan to succeed? The master told Jiang not to misunderstand and listen. Jiang agreed, yes, eldest brother. The master then revealed, you have no talent in martial arts. Jiang was taken aback. He thought, damn, why did he take so long just to tell me what he tells me every day? The master continued, that's why I leave the reinstituting Mount Hua sect. Jiang was shocked. He asked, pardon? I'll leave the sect? The master explained, both I and master know how much effort you have been putting in. Jiang agreed, that's true. Since master is my dead father's junior brother. Jiang argued, it was precisely because of that reason that I entered the reinstituting Mount Hua sect in the first place. Since my father was from the Mount Hua sect, isn't it natural for me to enroll in this place? What right do you have to kick me out, eldest brother? Jiang, in a fit of anger, accused, you always find fault with me. Do you hate me that much, eldest brother? You're so mean, seriously. The master called him a punk and told him not to misunderstand, to listen to the end first. The master then complimented, Lianhu Jiang, you are smarter than anyone else. Jiang knew that he was famous among his brothers for memorizing everything he read once. The master wished, how great would it have been if your martial talents were as outstanding? But each person has a different innate strength. Am I wrong? Jiang was in tears. The master then advised, that's why I am telling you this, leave this reinstituting Mount Hua sect, take the past as your lesson, and find a way to make a name for yourself. Become a higher-ranking official instead. Jiang was taken aback, take the past as my lesson? The master confirmed, that's right, this is no longer a world of barbarians, you know. Jiang addressed the eldest brother, I always thought you hated me. The master admitted in anger, I do. Jiang was furious. This son of a bitch, the master decided. I will give it a try. The master was surprised. He then said, alright, good thinking. Jiang clarified, no, I mean, I will take the evaluation. The master was surprised. What? Jiang thanked him. Thank you so much for worrying about me, but I'm not interested in a governmental post. I will follow in my father's footsteps. The master was silent, then said, how stubborn, do as you please. Jiang thanked the eldest brother. Thank you, eldest brother. The master thought to himself, at any rate, the blood of a hero still runs in his veins, huh? Seiyin, who is the master's master, sitting in the chair in ground on the stage. Master said in loud voice, henceforth, we will be conducting this year's comprehensive evaluation. The master said, you're the promising talents who will lead our sect in the future. The master further said, to repay the kindness our master has given you, fight to the best of your ability. Master, do you understand? Listeners, yes. Seiyin, what happened? Did you fail to persuade him? Master, I have no excuse. Master, Seiyin, in the end, instead of inheriting his father's talent, Jiang, he took after his stubbornness, huh? Scene changed to Dongfang Bubai. It's Sapity, but junior. Sister? Happened 70 hear the sad news while she was pregnant. Lim Yaran is Plum Blossom's empress. She is capable of subduing 1,000 men with her swordsmanship, she was our sect's pride. Her beauty rivaled that of a celestial maiden. Even if things didn't work out between us, I had only hoped she would be able to live happily with the eldest brother, but because of that damned Dongfang buzzsaw. Scene changed. Master, I believe you are all prepared. Master said in loud voice, as usual, we will begin this year's sparring evaluation regardless of your ranking. Master further said, those whose names are called, please come forward. Master call names, Lim Qiangyum, Yu Tanjiang. It might have been an effect of the pregnant woman's sudden demise, but the child who saw the first light in this world as a premature baby was a weakling from infancy. Jiang, as expected, we're starting from the group with the highest skills. Seiyin, Jiang. Seiyin thinking, although that child's talentless, the blood coursing through his veins is the embodiment of the martial spirit that protected the world. Someone in the standing persons said, how can a small sect like you raise a child properly? The other said, what do you mean, you will take the child away? What kind of nonsense? Seiyin replying to them and thought, just Beckalus of that symbol, many opportunists from the orthodox sect tried to get their hands on that child. I had wanted to raise him well if possible, I had wanted to make him into a hero that wouldn't put my senior brother and junior sister's names in shame. He start becoming more and more anger. He grabbed his shade so tightly that the place where he put his hand broke. Seiyin still thinking, oh, how can I let such a thing happen to that little child? Actually Seiyin thinking about Jiang when he before his master reached to the extreme level of meditation and power. Master said, the last person to be called. Seiyin stand up from his chair, hold on, stop. He jumped from the stage to air and landed near the master. Everyone started to see on the sky. Seiyin said, from now on I will take over. Master, but for the master to personally do this. Seiyin said, just give me the list and step down. Master said, but I don't think there's a need for you to do it yourself. Seiyin said, one person still remains to be called, right? Seiyin said, then, let me call the last person. Seiyin said, Lianhu Jiang. Everyone start looking to Lianhu Jiang. Seiyin said, come on up. Jiang become astonished. Seiyin said, after listening to Jaeseong's story he further said, there's no doubt that it was a sign of terminal lucidity. Scene changed. Seiyin starting to tell a story. Even when a person is in a semi-conscious state, he can regain his energy from a while when he's on the verge of death. In the case of a martial artist, he can bring forth his strongest technique in a semi-conscious state before dying a beautiful death. The typical example of that is my eldest brother, Lianhu Jian. Then Seiyin said, I must stop that from happening at all cost. Jiang, why is he looking at me like that? Seiyin said, good. Now that everyone's up here, let's begin the sparring. Seiyin sighed, Lianhu Jiang, your opponent will be. Seiyin, Lim Qiangyum. People start discussion, Lianhu Jiang will spar with Lim Qiangyum. Impossible. How can Lianhu Jiang be his opponent? Master, how could you pair him with Lim Qiangyum, who is the strongest among the young disciples? Master, he must have done it to instill an unbearable sense of frustration in Lianhu Jiang. S0 much that it would make him leave the Muram on his own. Jiang, I'm screwed. I would have been beaten senseless no matter who I got paired up with. Lim Cheongyam, Jeong and, but he just had to pair me with the strongest person, senior brother Lim Cheongyam. Jeong, still, wouldn't it be possible to hit him at least once? Lim, what's with Thisbert to think he would look S0 calm before his sparring match with me? Lim, he's different than usual, right? Don't tell me he has some kind of secret plan. Now, let the sparring begin. Lim, just as expected, so this one's how it is. Lim, the son of a great hero. Lim, must be different from the child of a lowly, poor farmer like me, right? Jeong, I'm sure you must have devised some kind of a secret strategy to gain recognition as the hero's son and lead through instituting Montana Hua sect in the future, right? Master. The master said to Saiyan, to think you want to take advantage of me just for something like that, Lim, fine, give to your best shot. Fight started between Jeong and Lim. Jeong? Woe. Lim? There's no use trying to run away as the tension builds. Jeong braces for the impending clash. Lim, determined and relentless, closes in with a menacing aura. Jeong? Gritting teeth, you won't catch me that easily, Lim. Lunging forward, Jeong initiates a series of lightning-fast punches, attempting to counter Lim's advance. Lim, however, effortlessly dodges, showcasing incredible agility. Lim? Smirking, nice try, Jeong. But you can't escape the dual shadow fist. Suddenly, the atmosphere intensifies as both fighters channel their energy. A surge of power envelops them, creating a whirlwind of shadows and sparks. Puke. The clash reaches its peak as the dual shadow fist is unleashed. The impact sends shockwaves through the surroundings, causing the ground to tremble. Jeong? Grinning, you're strong, Lim, but I won't back down. Despite the intense struggle, the battle continues, each fighter pushing their limits in this epic showdown of skill and power. Master, as expected, he isn't Lim Cheongyam's opponent. It's taking all of his strength just to defend. Lim, you still have a long way to go. Lim, Lianhu Jeong. Lim, I am always hated you whenever I look at you. One trainee said, T reminds me of the bastard who is the son of a wealthy fucker who beat my parents to death. Lim, do you think you can beat me just because you have great parents? Let me demonstrate to everyone. Lim is overtaking Jeong. He throw him. Others watching someone said, Lianhu Jeong. The master ran to Jeong, Jeong. Master? Master, as a member of the Taoist school, we pursue in action. Master set, S0, unless we are fighting against wicked evil, we're taught not to put killing intent into our attack. Lim, only committed to the basics of sparring. Blood come out of the Jeong. The master asked to give him a pill. Hurry. Master take the pill, form a boy and give it to the Jeong. Master, you must come to your senses. You must come to your senses. Jeong master said in worry. Jeong said in unconsciousness, what are you doing? Master? Jeong said, are our Believer safe? Lying down like this? Master said, hey, are you awake? Jeong said, who is this guy who looks like a gorilla? Jeong said, I don't remember seeing you before. Master said, huh. Jeong, where am I? Master, did he lose his memory? Master further said, he must have hit his head when he fell. Master said, calm down. You fainted after getting beaten up during sparring and even coughed out blood, Jeong. Someone said, at least he is alive, was beaten S0 badly that I coughed blood. Dongfu Bubai appears in the scene. This is not physical me, the invincible of the East. Master said, hey, Lianhu Jeong. Did you really hurt your head? Oh. There are some memories are coming in the mind of Jeong. Jeong thinking, I see, I am not Lianhe Tian, I'm his son. Master said, Lianhu Jeong, thank goodness you've come to your senses. Master said, anyway you lost the sparring. Please get off the stage. Jeong, what? I lost? Jeong, you're funny. He said to Master, I can't believe you're saying that to me. Jeong, what do you mean I lost a fight? Master said, what's going on? How is he S0 nimble after throwing up blood and losing consciousness? He further said, and he's talking like an old man, like he's become a different person. Master said, 2ID the shock change his personality. Master said, Jeong, I know you've improved, so let's end this here. Lim, one apologize for not being able to control my strength. Lim then said, and T''am afraid you'll get hurt if we continue with the duel. Jeong said, I'm fine, so please continue to guide me, senior. Jeong said then in calm manner, as you can see, Neither your dual shadow fist nor your flying kick did much damage to me. He then said, isn't that right, senior brother? Lim thought, this idiot, has he gone crazy? Jiang said, why don't you use the martial art you're hiding? I want to see it. Lim said while master is watching him, what are you talking about? You're hiding the Hua Essence fist, right? What? The Hua Essence fist. Master said, you learn the Hua Essence fist without my permission. The master said, Mount Hua is most well known for its sword technique, but before learning the sword, one must learn the Hua Essence fist. Then master said, the technique can only be taught to those the master has approved of, and Lim Cheongyum has not been allowed 70 learn or use it. Lim, wait. Lim said while crying in loud voice, I just happened to see eldest brother practicing it in the middle of the night. It was an accident. Jiang, of course, it was an accident. Jiang, tell the truth, Lim Cheongyum. Lim, wait a minute, eldest brother. Saiyan said, ha ha ha. This one's quite surprising. While master is slapping Lim. Saiyan said, I had no idea Jiang had such a passion for learning. He again said, anyway, the past is the past. What can we do about it? Saiyan said, T''LL give you special permission just this once. Master, said in astonished behavior. Saiyan said, you're getting in the way of the children's training. Master said to Jiang, just what is master plotting? Jiang while smiling said, eldest brother, don't worry about me and head down. He further said, T''LL finish this quickly. Lim, what? Master in astonished manner think, has he really gone senile? Jiang said, yeah, let's resume the fight. Fight resume. Lim said, Lianhu Jiang, what's with that arrogance? I don't know why you are behaving like this, but. Lim then said while stepping toward to Jiang, I make you regret what you said. Lim stepping towards Jiang speedily. He jumps higher. Higher jumps mean more power. Lim said, take this. Master, that guy one's he trying to kill Lianhu Jiang. Master, that guy one's he trying to kill. Lianhu Tiong, he further said, the more vulnerabilities they expose. When Lim tried to hit Jiang, he saved him from hit. Lim, he dodged. Lim retaliate and hit with his leg to Lim. Lim in pain said, what honorable martial artist attacks there? Lim, aren't you ashamed? Jiang said in calm manner, do you still want to continue despite such a big difference in skill? Lim, you. Lim got angrier, he again attacked the Jiang. How dare you mock me? Jiang said, you don't even know any martial arts. Jiang said in anger mood, while I'm the most talented in the reinstituting Montana Hua sect. Lim tried to punch Jiang. But Jiang stopped his attack easily. Jiang said, I'm the most talented in the reinstituting Montana Hua. Lim, damn you. Jiang hitted Lim back. Person standing behind Saiyan, it's over. Saiyan saw it, amazing, even though he isn't particularly fast or strong. Saiyan said further, he anticipated the opponent's attack and countered accordingly. Lim, cuke. Lim got angrier, you asshole, how dare you? Jiang replied, I tried to control my strength, but what can I do if I can't? Lim got more angrier. He said, that's it. I've had enough. Lim said, I'm going to kill you. Viewers, huh? What's that smell? Master, no way, the Hua Essence fist. Jiang facing in astonished manner to Lim. Lim said, are you scared now? But it's too late. Lim, Lianhu Jiang. Lim, you with a single blow? Jiang, well, shall we see if you can? Lim stated, prepare yourself, Lianhu Tiong. He is issuing a challenge to Jiang. Jiang responded, honestly, I've been trying to dodge his attacks and retaliate, but. Jiang then pondered, should I just allow him to strike me instead? Jiang declared, had I been in my original body, I would have eliminated a mere ant like him before he could even touch me. He continued, still, even with this pathetic body, I should be able to do it. He then let out a loud cry, arg. Jiang announced, engaging in a head-on confrontation, that is. Lim responded with a battle cry, hi up. As Lim neared Jiang, ready to strike, Jiang retaliated with a powerful punch. Lim was hit and fell back. All the viewers and masters were left in awe and astonishment. Lim, in a shocked tone, questioned, how is this possible? He continued, he didn't reach full mastery because he was avoiding others' gazes, but he was able to act so cocky because he had mastered at least 80%, no, 90% of the Hua Essence fist. Jiang retorted, that was 0%. No, you couldn't even bring out 30% of its true power. Lim exclaimed and then defensively asked, "What the hell do you know?" Jeong calmly replied, "Plum blossoms bloom even before the winter chill passes. Likewise, you must unleash your Hua Essence Fist when it's still unbound and vigorous." Jeong further explained, "Only then can the power and scent increase. You can tell whether you have fully mastered the Hua Essence Fist by the smell of the flowers." Suddenly, someone among the trainees exclaimed, "What a strong plum blossom scent." Lim, taken aback, asked, "When did you learn the Hua Essence Fist?" Jeong replied, "Well, I can't really remember. Because it has been so long since I'm almost 80, who knows how many martial arts I have mastered." Addressing Lim, Jeong said, "Anyway, let's put an end to this, senior brother." Lim responded. Jeong declared, "If you aren't coming I will." Lim retorted, "Damn it. Alright, bring it on. Do you think I hadn't thought about how to neutralize the Hua Essence Fist? Although the Hua Essence Fist is powerful, its striking range is narrower than that of the dual Shadow Fist." With that, Jeong began stepping towards Lim, ready to attack. Jeong declared, "I'll give you that narrow space so that I can deal a more lethal blow." Lim responded defiantly, "Come, Lianhu Jeong. I'll gladly take on your Hua Essence Fist, you bastard." With a battle cry, "High up!" Lim prepared for the confrontation. In a whirl of petals, the blow of the blossom struck the air. "Puke!" Lim grunted in pain as Jeong seemingly vanished within the swirling floral assault. Yet, it was a clever ruse. The potent plum blossom scent acted as a smokescreen, concealing Jeong's true intentions. In the blink of an eye, Jeong reappeared from the shadows behind Lim. Executing a seemingly simple yet devastating one-punch technique that even children could imitate, Jeong's fist connected with such force that the sound of breaking bones echoed through the air. Lim staggered backward, a mixture of surprise and agony etched across his face. However, despite the powerful blow, Lim did not crumple immediately. With an astonishing display of resilience, he fought to remain on his feet. The onlookers, frozen in awe, witnessed Lim's defiant struggle against the overwhelming force. In the aftermath, as Lim fell away, the air resounded with guttural sounds, the impact of the strike, and the collective "Kyurg." A disorienting mix of disbelief and sympathy swept through the crowd as they watched the scene unfold. Lim lay on the ground, defeated but not broken. The question echoed in everyone's minds. "Why am I crying?" Lim, still on the floor, managed to gasp out, "How did you?" as he tried to comprehend the swift turn of events. The power of the blossom had bloomed into a fierce and unexpected confrontation, leaving everyone in awe of the enigmatic strength that lay beneath the surface. Jeong expressed his gratitude, "Thank you for your teaching." One of his trainee mates questioned, "What's with you, Lianhu Jeong?" Another added, "Aren't you taking private lessons behind our backs?" Yet another accused, "Lianhu Jeong, you traitorous bastard." Jeong responded, "What skills? I just got lucky." As he walked away from the training ground towards the sitting area, one of his mates warned, "You bastard, you better not look down on your senior brothers just because you've gotten a little stronger." Another trainee suspected, "This punk, I feel like he's hiding something." Jeong mused, "I didn't feel it before but to think my back would hurt from using a mere Hua Essence Fist." He continued, "At any rate, I definitely chose Lianhu Tian's body, so what the hell am I doing in this pathetic body?" In his thoughts, Jeong questioned, "Did I, the greatest demon, Dongfang Bubai, really fail at performing the soul-transferring grand arts?" Soul transferring, a grand art, a legendary demonic technique that grants its user the ability to freely move people's souls and control the target body. 14 years ago on that night, I definitely put Lianhu Tian in a hibernate state. The aim was clear: to destroy his mind and steal his body. Nivoy, I saw he had the most promising potential, and his face also suited my taste, so it was definitely icing on the cake. Of course, needless to say, I only did it to increase the impact of the shock when I revealed the truth in the future." Jeong confessed, "Because of that I even gave Lianhu Tian the honor of being the great hero who saved the world. My plan was to completely destroy the orthodox sects from within by acting as the great hero Lianhu Tian. That would be the punishment for the wicked bastards." The scene then changes. Seiyin asked, "How is Lim Cheongyam?" The master replied, "His Kai center is intact, but his ribs are broken. I think he will have to refrain from training for the time being and rest." Seiyin responded, "He should. It must have been hard on you as well." The master said, "Yes, master." "Then I'll take my leave." Seiyin then asked, "Aren't you curious about why I proceeded with the sparring until the end, even after trying to kick him out of the sect? Did you not think I was behaving too disingenuously?" The master replied, "No master, because that's what I also did, I just thought you also had high expectations for him." Seiyin acknowledged, "I saw it. He truly exceeded my expectations." The master then asked, "Then about Jeong's leaving the sect?" Seiyin answered, "Obviously, we will pretend it never happened. Looks like we will have to pay attention to help that child grow in the future." Jeong, on the other hand, was having trouble sleeping due to an unsolved lead. Jeong was deep in thought. "I got my hand on the soul-transferring grand art just a year before our cult collapsed. Kuhyok. It was so difficult to master that even I almost fell into the state of Kai deviation. I had wanted to close the gate and focus on cultivating the art if I could, but coincidentally, the chance to conquer the world just unfolded before my eyes. Could it be that was a trap itself?" He continued, "However, the one who discovered and offered me the grand art was one of the two subordinates I trusted the most, right guardian of the bright peak, Zhang Longyun. There's no way someone as loyal as him would betray me." Jeong then questioned, "Then how did it happen?" Jeong pondered, "Don't tell me the moment Lianhu Tian's soul broke down and I tried to commit suicide, someone killed Lianhu Tian's empty body." He continued, "But that's not it either. At that time, the only living people were me and Lianhu Tian. The iron rule of the soul-transferring grand art is that one's target must be alive. In other words, his heart must be beating no matter what." Jeong concluded, "At any rate, although I can't find anything out at the moment, this definitely smells like a conspiracy. The dreams I've had every day for 4 days are proof of that. The only part that played on repeat are the moments I was taken from the Korean peninsula and had my part cut off without knowing why, and the time when I was inaugurated as the Sun Moon Divine Cult leader. And coincidentally, when I turned 15 yesterday, my ego as Dongfang Bubai was suddenly awakened. Is all of this really a coincidence? There is definitely something suspicious about this." The master called out, "All of you assemble in the training hall. Today, we'll focus on individual training." The disciples responded, "Yes, eldest brother." The master then turned to Jeong and placed his hand on his shoulder from behind. "Jeong, wait for me in front of the dormitory. After I visit the infirmary, we need to talk." Jeong acknowledged, "Okay." The master then went to Lim, whose bone was broken by Jeong. Lim Cheongyum. Lim questioned, "Why did you do it?" The master explained, "There's a reason why sects only teach a martial art to a disciple when they are ready. You even went so far as to secretly watch me train. Is it poverty that makes you so impatient?" The master continued, "Brat, I know how you feel. I was once so poor that I almost threw my life away, but Linghu Tian and Mount Hua taught me that I had a future. Thanks to them, I was able to become the person I am today." He further added, "That's why I wanted to pass my feelings of gratitude on to you and my other junior disciples. What Mount Hua was to me, I wanted our reinstituting Mount Hua sect to be to you." The master said, "But now, I guess I failed to give you hope. Still, I believe you have the ability to become a pillar of the reinstituting Mount Hua sect." Lim responded, "Master, and I plan to entrust the reinstituting Mount Hua sect to you, so when you become a teacher yourself." The master continued, "Could you convey these feelings of mine to the next generation? Please hang in there. Just as I believe in you, I hope you can trust me. However, by secretly learning the Hua Essence Fist, you've broken the rules of the reinstituting Mount Hua sect. When you awaken, I will have to punish you. I hope you understand why we're doing this. Get well soon." Lim retorted, "Bullshit. You expect me to believe that? When I used the Hua Essence Fist, they acted like they were furious, and yet they didn't say a word about Jeong when he used it. Wait, even I had to spend countless days practicing the Hua Essence Fist. There's no way the talentless Jeong could have copied it after seeing it just once. Senior brother must have secretly given him the manual and taught it to him. You expect me to trust you? I won't be fooled by your sweet words anymore. From now on, I'll do things my way." The master called Jeong and asked, "Tell me, how did you learn the Hua Essence Fist? Don't lie to me that you copied Cheongyum." Lim. "The Hua Essence Fist is not a martial art you can copy after seeing it once." Jeong retorted, "You fool. You think too highly of your Hua Essence Fist. Compared to my legendary martial arts, it's nothing." But then he thought to himself, "Fuck, there's no way I can say that," and instead said, my eye peeped at senior brother Cheongyum as he was practicing the master, then noticed Jeong's bandages and grabbed his hand, asking, "Wait, why are your bandages wrapped like this?" Jeong exclaimed, "Ouch." The master scolded him, "You idiot, you've tied the bandage way too loosely. You need to ensure it's nice and tight, or the wound will reopen." Jeong acknowledged, "Okay, I understand." He then thought to himself, in the past, I could heal minor cuts like these just by circulating my Kai. How would I know how to tie a bandage when I never had to deal with such minor wounds? The master then thought to himself, damn it, why are Linghu Jong's memories resurfacing now? It seems this gorilla also has a soft side, always bandaging his wounds no matter how minor. Jeong mused, even though I own this body now well, I guess I should take advantage of him until I grow stronger. The master then said, anyway, and Jeong responded with a surprised, oof. He then exclaimed, how dare you hit this great me in the head? Die, but then he thought to himself, I'm too weak right now, so I'll endure it this time. But what now, eldest brother? The master pointed out, your clothes are a mess. Bandages notwithstanding, the front of your shirt is open. He then grabbed Jeong's collar and opened his shirt, asking, why are you so sloppy today? Jeong replied, that's because I'm used to being dressed by the maids. I don't think I've ever dressed myself since I became the cult leader. The master then asked, Jeong, are you feeling unwell? Is it because of yesterday's sparring? Jeong thought to himself, great, it seems like he's forgotten about the Hwasen's fist, and then replied, yeah, my head hurts, and I feel nauseous. The master said, fine, I'll question you when you feel better. Now, don't try anything stupid and go back to your regular training. Jeong replied with a devilish smile, yes, eldest brother, and thought to himself, woohoo, I escaped. Anyway, I need to figure out what happened. Why did I wake up in this body? Unfortunately, I'm too weak right now to decipher anything. That means the first thing I need to do is regain my martial arts. Jeong questioned, is training hard the only way? He then decided, alright. I'll do it. Okay, senior brother. The master then asked Seiyin, master, how should we punish Cheongyum and Jeong? Seiyin replied, let's just let it go. The master protested, but master, they broke the sect rules and stole the Hwasen's fist. Seiyin explained, I know, but Mount Hua has already fallen. Have you forgotten how hard it was to build the reinstituting Mount Hua sect? I was ridiculed for chasing the ghosts of Mount Hua. No one wanted to join us. But look, we have disciples now, and the reinstituting Mount Hua sect has entered a stable phase. Moreover, both Cheongyum and Jeong learned the Hwasen's fist by just observing. Do you realize what kind of talent it takes to do that? They are the hope of our reinstituting Mount Hua sect and the key to restoring the forgotten glory of Great Mount. For the sake of our sect's future, let's not be too harsh on our own people and give the children another chance. Also, we must change the rules so that this never happens again. The master agreed, understood, master. It seems we agree on this point. Seiyin thanked him, mmHmm. Thank you, Jaeseong. She then said, now we wait and see. This sect that you and I have shed blood and sweat to build. Sparrows twittered in the background as Jeong engaged in rigorous training. He sighed, beads of sweat forming on his forehead. With a determined spirit, he exclaimed, phew, and continued with a forceful whoop. And a resounding hi-up. During his intense exercise, Jeong exerted so much force that a stone shattered, causing blood to flow from his hand. Exhausted, he finally lay down, muttering, damn. Jeong contemplated, I knew this body was lacking, but I never thought it would be this weak. He continued, expressing disappointment, this is truly a disgrace to my former name as the Invincible of the East. Despite the physical limitations, Jeong acknowledged, still, I have all the martial arts skills in the world in my head, emphasizing, it's only this body that is in a miserable state. Reflecting on the severity of his situation, Jeong admitted, simply put, my life is at risk, particularly in the context of the martial arts world, stating, in Murim, with a body as pathetic as this. Acknowledging the precariousness of his existence, Jeong remarked, it wouldn't be strange if I suddenly died. Despite the dire circumstances, Jeong found solace in his extensive martial arts knowledge, explaining, but right now, I have extensive martial arts knowledge and combat experience accumulated through countless fierce battles, adding, I just need to train this weak body and extend its small Kai center. Jeong adopted a pragmatic stance, citing the proverb, as the saying goes, the end justifies the means. Considering his options, Jeong determined, among the martial arts I know, I just need to choose one that suits this body, dismissing the need to exclusively focus on the old Mount Hua sect's martial arts, asserting, therefore, focusing only on the old Mount Hua sect's martial arts is unnecessary. After experimenting with the Hwasen's fist, Jeong reached a conclusion, stating, after continuously using the Hwasen's fist, I have reached a conclusion. While observing his punches, Jeong evaluated, this brat's body isn't suitable for the Mount Hua sect's cultivation technique yet. Proudly reflecting on the positive aspects, Jeong remarked, "Well, it's still nice to feel refreshed every morning." Jeong contemplated, "At any rate, I can improve faster if I cultivate unorthodox techniques." Acknowledging the challenges, he mused, "It's hard to accomplish complete mastery, and their side effects are unknown. That's why unorthodox martial arts are out of the question." While climbing a large stone, he considered his options. The remaining option is a martial art from an orthodox sect that takes the harmony of yin and yang as its core value. Sitting on the stone and thought, Jeong decided, "Let's start with the Taiji Kai technique, the basic cultivation art of the Wudang sect." Exerting effort, he exclaimed, "High up." And, while in deep meditation, instructed himself, "Gather Yang Kai and Yin Kai in a ratio of 7:3 and put them together." He continued with the process, compress it in the Kai center, but encountered a challenge. The Yang Kai is? Realizing the early signs of Kai deviation. Analyzing the situation, he noted, "How troublesome. This is the early sign of Kai deviation." Jeong observed the disappearance of Yin Kai, expressing concern. The Yin Kai that had existed in the Kai center until just a moment ago disappeared because of the enormous amount of Yang Kai. Realizing the need for harmony, he concluded, "The yin and yang must be in harmony. I can't do that with the Wudang sect's cultivation method alone." Determined to find a solution, he thought, then. And attempted a new approach, stating, "This will put the Yang Kai and Yin Kai in harmony." With a determined effort, he exclaimed, "Yup!" and celebrated the success. "It's a success, the Kai of two polarities are harmonized, but," Jeong observed, "the Yang Kai hasn't completely subsided yet. Does that mean doing it once isn't enough?" Remaining focused, he decided, "In that case, all I have to do is to continue regulating my Kai until it stabilizes," expressing relief, "Phew." Jeong continued the process, announcing, "I will circulate it through my governing and conceptions meridians once more." And, after completion, sighed, "Phew, it's done." Reflecting on the accomplishment, he noted, "My inner Kai stabilized only after I finished 5 circulations." In a surprising twist, Jeong acknowledged, "Who would have thought I would survive thanks to the Kongtong sect?" Jeong reflected, "Even though I quickly absorbed the Yin Kai to balance out the overwhelming Yang Kai." Expressing confusion, he questioned, "How did things turn out like this?" Recalling his past life, Jeong shared, "In my past life, after I made it to the unrestrained realm, I was able to use Yin and Yang Kai as I pleased, but Dan expressed surprise, something like this never happened before." Considering possibilities, he wondered, is it just a temporary phenomenon caused by this frail body? Deciding on a course of action, he thought, "Now then there's no need to even use my Kai." Explaining his situation, Jeong stated, "Supported by the Yin Kai located in the corner of my Kai center, the Yang Kai is rising naturally thanks to the Tani Kai technique." Reflecting on the dual nature of yin and yang, he sighed, "One signifies softness, while the other signifies hardness," and performed a powerful attack. This attack should be at its full power. But it's not over yet. In the midst of the action, Jeong considered the evolution of his martial arts, noting, "It may have begun with the Hwasen's fist, but afterward it transformed into a completely new martial art." Asserting the uniqueness of his martial art, he proclaimed, "A martial art with the power and efficiency that even sect leaders cannot easily recreate." Confident in his abilities, Jeong declared, "For the great me, Dongfang Bubel, nothing is impossible." Considering the tangible results of his efforts, he noted, "At any rate, my small Kai center has expanded tremendously." Amazed at the expansion, he exclaimed, "It has expanded twice, no. 5 times. Does this mean that Yin Kai has been automatically replaced by Yang Kai?" Recognizing the implications, Jeong connected the dots. "If so, this also explains the previous abnormality I experienced after cultivating the Taiji Kai technique and the 6 harmonies art." Contemplating the mysteries within his body, he pondered, "There might be a secret hidden in this frail body that even this old man doesn't know about." The scene shifted, and Jeong, in the midst of a fight, unleashed an attack, shouting, "High up!" The defeated opponent exclaimed, "Kuhiok!" And the master declared, "Stop! The final winner of the sparring is Linghu Jong." "Master? Everyone, line up." "Trainee?" "Yes, sir." "Trainee?" "Yes." Saiyan. Even though he single-handedly defeated all his senior brothers, he doesn't seem out of breath. Saiyan. "I might have been away to visit Mount Hua." Saiyan. "But it was only for 100 days in Murim, that much time is but a moment, right?" Saiyan. "However, in that short period, the youngest's abilities and the amount of inner Kai he possesses have changed beyond recognition." Saiyan. The only thing that bothers me is. Seiyin. His Kai isn't pure, is that some kind of side effect due to his rapid growth? Seiyin. Sometimes, I sense an energy different from that of the Manhwa sect emanating from him. Seiyin. However, it's not as bizarre as that of the wicked unorthodox bastards, so it's not easy for me to call him out. Seiyin. How strange, how can a child who has never been to any other place since entering our sect possess that kind of energy? Master? Senior brother, I can't drink anymore, someone said to him. Hahaha. Seiyin, let's drink until dawn. Seiyin. What our sect desperately needs today is talents like that child. Seiyin. That's why our reinstituting Mount Huashan sect must also become stronger to embrace those children. Seiyin. So that someday we will be able to go back to the Mount Hua I've longed for. Seiyin began, was it from that time? When we started using the martial arts of other sects. He was in conversation with the master. He continued, to save and reinstitute Mount Hua sect, we took many hidden risks. The foundation of our sect could have been shaken. Suddenly, he handed over a book. No, here you dropped the secret manual, here you go, I swear I didn't read it. Seiyin then explained their strategy, most importantly, to avoid getting harassed by countless major sects of Shaanxi, we had to move to the kingdom of Y, a place without a single decent sect. By setting up our sect near the capital, we had to put up with the ridicule of people calling us the government's dogs. But everything was for the sake of restoring Mount Hua sect's lost glory. The master interrupted, excuse me, master. Seiyin responded, all right, Jiang, I hope you will not let your guard down and keep moving forward. Jiang replied enthusiastically, yes. I will not let you down, master. The master then announced, that ends today's sparring. Everyone disperse. I hope you enjoy your free time. Seiyin reminded everyone, you didn't forget our appointment today, right, everyone? Today is finally the holiday, so I'm going to rest. Let me go with you. Come to think of it, it's a holiday today, right? It's a once-a-month holiday, so why don't you join them too? The master declined, I won't be able to set an example for my subordinates if I join my juniors, master. What's more, since Jiang is still here, that's all the more reason for me not to go. Seiyin seemed surprised, what are you talking about? Jiang will not go either? The master confirmed, yes, he seems to be devoting himself to training these days. Seiyin chuckled, how admirable. Then, I should at least reward him with something. The master suggested, I'm thinking of buying him a meal or something. Seiyin agreed, that's a good idea. I happen to have some errands to run outside today, so I will get him a gift on my way back. The master asked, ah. I see. Then when are you coming back? Seiyin replied, by tomorrow morning, I think. Until then, take good care of our reinstituting Mount Hua sect. The master wished him, yes. Have a safe trip, master. He then pondered, HMPH, then should I go make my preparations? A while later, at the disciple quarters, the master was looking for Jiang. He thought, Jiang should be concentrating on working on his cultivation technique all by himself, right? I should at least give him some meat to rejuvenate his body. But Jiang was not there. The master wondered, is he training somewhere else today? He went to the training area and called out, Jiang, are you there? There was no response. The master was puzzled, this can't be, where on earth did that punk go? Suddenly, he ran into Grandpa Linghu Jong, a staff member of the reinstituting Mount Hua sect. The master asked him, instructor, why? What business do you have with this old man? It's nothing much, I was just wondering if you saw our youngest anywhere. Grandpa replied, you are talking about great warrior Lianhu's son, right? He said earlier that he would go to the brothel with the other disciples. The master was shocked, brothel? Could it be that you heard it wrong? Grandpa assured him, I definitely heard young warrior Lianhu and the other disciples say that. Even though I'm old, I'm told that my ears are as good as the white Holland from the village down below. Just then, someone scolded Grandpa, elder. I told you to cut up some fodder for the cows. What are you doing here? Grandpa retorted, what? You want me to wear a hat instead of sweeping the yard? But it's hot today, though. The master mused, ho, that kid went to a brothel, well, it's not impossible for him to go there. The master mused, Jiang is already 15 years old. It's natural for him to be interested in playing like other kids his age. Even a famous bow needs its string released when not in use. Didn't Jiang also become crooked just because of a moment's misunderstanding? There's no guarantee Jiang won't become like that. He continued, still, it hasn't been that long since he made his mark, and he doesn't seem like the type of kid who would easily indulge in laziness. It's said that a person's nature doesn't change easily, but considering the fact that he's still a child for some reason, I don't have a good feeling about this. I hope nothing will go wrong. Suddenly, someone shouted, "Come quickly." Another person responded, There's no way. The first person insisted, "I'm serious. The Morning Flower Pavilion serves the best white sorghum liquor." The master then criticized, "Is this some kind of a third-rate sect? There isn't enough time to train." But the disciples of a sect that is said to have inherited the legacies of one of the prominent Taoist schools, Mount Huashan sect, are indulging themselves in pleasure and entertainment. The elder brother added, "This is the reason why the headquarters of the 9 great sects are located in the depths of a mountain or in an area with rough terrain." Jiang sighed. The elder called out to Jiang, youngest, "Come quickly." Jiang responded, "Yes, senior brother Yun." The elder scolded, "You fucking bastard, are you acting up because you've been getting a lot of compliments?" Jiang cried out, Senior brother. It hurts." The elder then noticed Jiang's attire. "Still, are those the only clothes you have? I told you to dress up." Jiang replied, "What can I do if I don't have anything else?" The elder offered, "Then you should have told your senior brother. I have another dark blue jacket like this. Should I give it to you?" Jiang declined, "No way. I'd rather go like this than wear something like that." "Elder. You may not know this, but this is the latest fashionable attire at the brothel." Another person to elder. "Acreal, it's been said since ancient times that the face completes the style. Even without that jacket, Jiang looks much better than you." They start a verbal spat. "Elder. What about you? Someone? Of course, I'm more handsome than you." Jiang. How exhausting. To think I would have these youngsters as my older brothers. They argue with each other. "Let go. Are you not going to let me go? You let go first." A trainee comments. "It's true that the guy is really handsome. He's dressed in simple cotton clothes, his hair roughly tied up, but he has an elegant demeanor that I don't think he even realizes. Is it because he resembles his parents, who were known as the most handsome and beautiful people in Murim?" Elder. "Hey, kid. Wait for us." Jiang. Seriously? Older brother. Elder. "We're going to celebrate your 15th birthday today, so enjoy it to the fullest." Jiang. "We can skip it, you know." Elder. "How can we do that? It's been a while since you went down to town, right? Has it already been more than half a year?" Jiang. "Been a while? Half a year? Did I go out before?" Someone to Jiang. "Oh, are you pretending not to remember? Didn't you go out and got rejected by Lady Hyun?" Jiang. "Hyun? Who is Ara?" Jiang exclaims, "I remember now. Hyun, the courtesan of the Pearl Purpur Pavilion. I even gave her a love letter. But wait, that was this brat's doing, not me. It's definitely not me. This issue is tied to my reputation as the supreme ruler of Muk. That's why I have to make a clear distinction between us." Jiang continues, "You must be mistaken, senior brother. I only picked up what Lady Hyun dropped." Someone suggests, "Is that so? We're going there today too, so why don't we confirm it?" Jiang angrily retorts to the elder, "Pardon? Why? Aren't there many good places?" The elder asks, "Why? Is it because you don't want to see Lady Hyun?" Jiang replies, "Of course not." The elder commands, "Then stop complaining and follow me." Jiang sighs, The elder advises the youngest, "Pick up the pace, will you?" The elder marvels, "I can't believe Huzhu, which used to be a quiet fishing village surrounded by a huge lake, has become this prosperous. Did it become this prosperous because it's near the capital?" The elder announces, "My lords. If you come in now, you will get a bottle of bamboo leaf liquor for free." The elder observes, "Compared to the daytime, the entertainment district looks completely different at night." Someone invites the elder, "Young masters. How about stopping by our Bright Moon Pavilion today? Many pretty ladies from Nanjing are here at our pavilion." The elder declines, "HMPH. See you next time, since we have somewhere else to go today." Someone from the trainee invites the elder, "Young masters. If you don't have anywhere to go, why don't you come to our store?" The elder laughs, "Haha. We have work to do today, so I guess we'll have to take a rain check on that, lady." The elder criticizes, These brats who call themselves my senior brothers only pretend to be dignified and upright in such situations. Why didn't you have this kind of attitude during training as well?" The elder announces, "All right, we're here." Jeong wonders, this place is? The elder confirms, yep, the place where we will live our lives to the fullest tonight. The Pearl Perbor Pavilion. Jeong and his friend were standing in front of the Pearl Perbor Pavilion. Jeong remarked, senior brother, for a high-end brothel, it looks quite shabby. His senior brother responded, you haven't seen anything yet. Stand aside. He further added, all true first-class brothels would look as serene as a prestigious clan's residence on the outside, but on the inside, they look like the dwelling place of the divines. A person from there greeted them, thank you for visiting our pavilion, my name is Guango, and I will be your guide this time. He asked, young masters, is there a particular courtesan you wish to see? The senior brother requested, ah sure. Bring me Lady Huyuan. I'm dying to hear her playing the instrument today. Guango suggested, how about Lady Renmei, who has recently joined? She is 2 years younger than Lady Huyuan and better at playing either. The senior brother felt uncomfortable, fuck he's giving us such a dirty look. I feel he'll hit me if we don't switch, and ahem that'd be troublesome. We came all the way here just to see Lady Huyuan. Guango responded, even if you say that there's nothing this lowly subordinate can do. The senior brother was angry, you dare laugh? You bastard. Do you know who our father is, how our father also gave the Pearl Perbor Pavilion a lot of money, you know? He even eats together with the pavilion leader, okay? My father even owns a trading company in Guangzhou. Okay, I'm done. But still. Guango wondered, could it be that your father is the senior brother asked, have you ever heard of Elder Yun from the Yun Trading Company? Guango was surprised, Lord Yun, my apologies. I will bring Lady Huyuan right away, so please go to the second floor. Guango offered, young master, as an apology for my mistake, I offer you another bottle of white sorghum liquor. He further added, then, I hope you have an enjoyable time at our pavilion tonight. The senior brother responded, fine, you better be careful from now on. Guango wondered, by the way, when will Lady Huyuan get here? Lady Huyuan arrived and said, it's this lowly one's fault for being late. My apologies. Someone complimented her, saying she looked great. Jeong thought to himself, so she's Huyuan, ha, she truly deserves to be called a peerless beauty. He continued thinking, she's elegant, delicate, yet quite bewitching, she's definitely someone this childish bastard would fall for. Jeong chuckled, heh. He then said, but there's no way she can win this Dongfang Bubai's heart. Huyuan asked, this lowly one is honored that you nominated her. What song would you like to listen to today? The senior brother requested, since it's been a while, can you play Unsullied for us? Huyuan agreed, as you ordered, young master. She then started playing a musical instrument that was so melodious. The listeners were amazed, incredible as expected, Lady Huyuan is truly amazing. Huyuan thanked them, thank you for thinking so highly of my humble skills. She then explained, Unsullied is originally a masterpiece that is set to the tune of an old poem. The lyrics are now forgotten because they are too aggressive. Huyuan continued, so it's been a while since it's been reduced to nothing but an entertaining performance at a drinking party. The scene shifted, and Seiyin stood on the edge of a mountain, delivering a monologue about not being swayed by the world, grabbing a well-forged sword, and setting out on a journey. He talked about traveling the world, shaking off the accumulated dirt, and waiting for the right time to show one's talent. Huyuan commented, the sight of people just praising and enjoying themselves without knowing its origin is truly pathetic. The senior brother suggested, how about the 9 songs on the journey to heaven this time? Huyuan agreed, understood. Like the previous one, this is also just a pop song. Jeong interrupted, wait. Sorry, but a song I really wanted to hear just came to mind. The senior brother scolded him, you punk, how can you cut in like that? That's rude, you know. Huyuan reassured him, it's fine, young master. She recognized Jeong, you must be young master Lianhu Jeong, who sent me a love letter before, right? Jeong clarified, well, it wasn't a love letter. The senior brother teased him, if it's not a love letter, what else could it be? Could it be that it's a letter of challenge that starts with my beloved Lady Huyuan ho-ho? What kind of letter of challenge could be that sweet? Jeong got angry, seriously. I told you I wasn't myself back then. Huyuan asked, Fufu, so which song do you wish to hear, young master? She guessed, he'll probably request a mere love song anyway. Jeong requested, nothing on Mount Wangling. Huyuan warned, since Night on Mount Wangling isn't a song suitable for entertainment, I'm afraid it will ruin your mood, young masters. Jeong responded, it's a very difficult song, so it's okay if you don't feel confident. Huyuan expressed, allow me to play it for you, young master. A voice, filled with anger, questioned, who was it? The door swung open forcefully, and someone declared, "Which bastards dared to steal Huyuin from me?" Accusingly, he continued, "So it was you, you idiots?" Senior brother responded, "Whoa. That surprised me." Another senior inquired, "Who are you to suddenly barge in here?" Jiang observed, "From the look of it, you seem like the sons of some wealthy merchant." In a fit of anger, the individual retorted, "Do you know who I am to cut in line? Do you want me to destroy your family?" Attempting to defuse the tension, senior brother urged, "Aha, please calm down." Senior speculated, he must be Hyun's previous customer. Reflecting on the situation, another senior admitted, "It looks like we made a mistake. If it's all right with you, would you like to join us?" Fearing repercussions, a senior whispered, "If we are caught by the eldest brother, he will kill us. So let's try to calm him down as much as possible." Offering a solution, another senior suggested, "The payment will be on me, of course." Chuckling, the individual responded, "Haha." In the ensuing chaos, Huyuin and the elder began to fight. Senior brother exclaimed, "Cuke." Another senior questioned, "What are you doing?" Angered, a friend threw him with great force, and senior brother, named Arkil, cried out, "Cuke." Jiang attempted to reason, "No matter how much we wronged you, aren't we apologizing to you right now?" Huyuin's friend warned, "You dare." And added, "Think you would be safe after offending the son of the imperial counselor?" Jiang inquired, "Imperial counselor?" The person claiming favor from the emperor revealed, "I am the one who has received the emperor's greatest favor, the one who single-handedly controls this country's politics." First-ranked official, Left Grand Counselor Hu Weiyong. Jiang stammered, Excuse me, but how should I address your honorable name?" The friend clarified, "I am his third son, Hu Buhai." The world's infamous playboy assessing their situation, he continued, "Although we were attacked first, the non-aggression pact between the government and the Murim won't protect us, since we are just a third-rate sect." He expressed helplessness, stating, "Just looking at how Arkil was defeated in one hit, there's nothing we can do." Hu Buhai mocked, "Kuhahaha. Pathetic bastards, you all are frozen upon hearing my name, huh?" Turning his attention to Huyuin, he commanded, "Huyuin, leave those insects behind and come to my room." With possessiveness, he declared, "Today you're mine," and urged, "Let's go," to Huyuin. Jiang intervened, saying to Hu Buhai, "Why don't you leave it at that?" Someone interrupted, shouting, "What are you doing, you punk? We're good here. So please take her." Ignoring the protests, Hu Buhai belittled, "For mere brats to visit a brothel, as expected of a third-rate sect." Huyuin pleaded, "Kyurg. Please let go of me, young master." Hu Buhai retorted, "That's not something someone who doesn't pay for his drink and is openly hitting on a woman should say, you know?" When confronted, he seemed confused, asking, "What?" Jiang pointed out, "They say that if you're going to teach someone a lesson, it's manners to buy them a drink first." Continuing, he added, "If you aren't going to buy it, why not pour me a glass now?" Jiang suggested, "If you don't want to, listen to one song and go back quietly." Hu Buhai resisted, saying, What if I don't want to do both?" A smashing scene ensued with someone yelling, "These idiotic bastards." Hu Buhai threatened, "You must have a death wish." Another warned, "That's the heavenly thunder kick, the salient kicking technique of the great Namgun clan, one of the 5 great clans." Cautioning Jiang, they added, "It's dangerous to take it head-on. Avoid it, Lianhu Jiang." Hu Buhai exclaimed, "This bastard." Someone from their group stated, "Although the heavenly thunder palm is a basic art and is a prerequisite to learning the heavenly thunder triple palm, it's bolstered up by inner Kai, so it's extremely powerful. He's too close to avoid it this time. Watch out." Lianhu Jiang annoyed, they further added, "You're too noisy, senior brother bastard." Hu Buhai prepared to attack Jiang. Jiang contemplated, "If I were to fight him properly, I should be able to easily subdue him." But he added, "Since my senior brothers are here, let's try my best not to make it obvious." With a swift move, Hu Buhai launched an attack, exclaiming, "High up." Jiang skillfully stopped the punch of Hu Buhai and remarked, "This should be enough, right?" Continuing, he said, "Given your current state, it looks like you haven't mastered the Cloud Thunder Palm yet, you brat." Hu Buhai defiantly responded, "What about it? Stop getting ahead of yourself." Jiang confidently stated, "No matter how many times you try, the result will not change." He once again stopped Hu Buhai's attack and commented, "It looks like the reputation of the great Namgun clan, as the best of the 5 great clans, has also fallen to the ground. Well, it makes sense, since the only thing those bastards were good at was acting high and mighty." With a powerful hit, Jiang sent Hu Buhai staggering backward. Hu Buhai grunted, "Kuhiok." Jeong questioned Hu Buhai's strength, asking, "Who is the current patriarch for you to possess only this much strength?" Hu Buhai retorted, "Shut up. I'm going to kill you." He was puzzled by Jeong's question and mused, "Wait, why is he asking me about that? A member of a sect like him doesn't even know who the patriarch of the great Namgun clan, the best of the 5 great clans, is." He observed Jeong's youthful appearance and demeanor and wondered if he had used the rejuvenation technique, a technique achieved by martial masters of the unrestrained realm or higher. Hu Buhai revealed that the current patriarch is Sir Namgung Zhuang, the second son of the previous patriarch. He added that the patriarch happens to be his maternal cousin. Jeong recognized the name and remarked, "Namgung Zhuang? The good-for-nothing son of Namgung Wisiong?" He was impressed that Hu Buhai had referred to the patriarchs of the great Namgun clan by their names and concluded that he must be a master capable of using the rejuvenation technique. Suddenly, Hu Buhai addressed Jeong as senior. Jeong was taken aback and responded, "Eh?" He then retorted, "Crazy bastard. Why would I be your senior?" He pointed out that anyone could tell he was younger than Hu Buhai. Hu Buhai then laughed and said, "Ho, your words and actions truly resemble that of a Taoist. Judging by your flexible smooth movements, aren't you Elder Longshuan from the Wudang sect?" Hu Buhai retorted, "Just one look, and I could tell right away." Dismissing Jeong's words, he added, "What kind of nonsense is that duffer idiot spouting?" Expressing disbelief, he said, "He's got it all wrong. How on earth could he mistake our youngest for the strongest expert of the Wudang sect?" Jeong, growing angrier, exclaimed, "What the hell did you just say? Longshuan? How dare you compare me to that weak bastard?" He added, "Crazy bastard. Who do you think you are to make such a fuss?" Indignant, he continued, "I tried to treat you like my senior, but you dare insult me, the son of the left Grand Counselor?" Hu Buhai mocked, "What? There is no way a place like that would produce an expert like Elder Longshuan." Insulted, he declared, "So you're just a bastard who doesn't know his place from an insignificant sect, huh?" Determined to correct manners, Hu Buhai stated, "In that case, let me fix your manners myself." Noting a change, he added, "It's the same heavenly thunder palm, but the inner kai it's carrying is noticeably bigger than before." Concerned about potential harm to others, he pondered, "If I fight while controlling my inner kai, others may get hurt. Is there a way to handle this effectively?" Seizing an opportunity, Jeong said to Huyuan, "Lady." Huyuan cried out, "Kyurg." Jeong continued, "Let me borrow this zither for a second." In anger, Hu Buhai questioned, "What the hell are you doing? Are you looking down on me? It's over for you now." Hu Buhai then recited, "My dear, do not be swayed by the way of the world, grab your well-forged sword and mount your steed." He grunted, "Cuke," and asked, "What waits you in this world of woe and turmoil?" Confused, he wondered, "Isn't this song unsullied? How does he know how to play it?" Hu Buhai, intrigued by the mention of sound art, said, "Sound art? I heard it can be used in battle," but he questioned, "Even if you receive acknowledgement right away, what's wrong with it? Like people with talent showing themselves, your time will come as well." Confused, he asked, "Eh?" Jeong, undeterred, advised, "Paint the color with your own color." Stepping towards Jeong's words, Hu Buhai challenged, "Do you think you can beat me with such a petty trick? Take this." He unleashed the true heavenly thunder palm. Jeong, swift in response, placed Huyuan's instrument in front of him and struck it. Huyuan exclaimed, "Arg! My zither." Panicking, he pleaded, "Stop, you will break it." However, Jeong assured, "Please rest assured, as that will not happen." In frustration, Hu Buhai grunted, "Cuke, damn. You bastard." He questioned, "Who the hell are you?" Huyuan begged, "Please stop it." Hu Buhai cried out, "Arg!" Spare him before being hit so powerfully that he fell away, creating clouds of power. Huyuan observed, "One side of the wall is completely shattered." Realizing Jeong's abilities, he added, "Not only did he sing a part of Unsullied that even I don't know about, but he can also exert this much power with his sound art." Given his condition, Huyuan expressed, "Performing both the sound art and zither performance is quite overburdening." However, he voiced a more pressing concern, "More importantly, I still have yet to confirm it." Jeong directed, "Lady, can you begin now?" Confused, Huyuan asked, "Pardon?" Jeong reminded him, "I'm talking about the night on Mount Wangling. Didn't I request you to play it?"